For centuries, the port city of Jaffa has been known as the Bride of the Sea. It functioned as the primary gateway where the Mediterranean waters met the global trade routes connecting 3 continents. That geography, where ancient stone streets are built directly into the coastline, created a flavor profile that effectively serves as a time capsule for Palestinian history. The Jaffan kitchen is built on 3 specific recurring elements: an heavy reliance on earthy cumin, a sharp acidity from fresh lemon, and pure foundational olive oil. These flavors do more than satisfy regional preference. They act as a mechanism for cultural preservation, documenting a specific way of life through the senses. To understand how this heritage continues to thrive, we have to look at the 4 structural pillars that define the Jaffan table. The undisputed centerpiece of the coastal table is sayadiyya. While fish and rice dishes are found across the region, the Jaffan version is defined by its focus on deep, concentrated extraction. The dish relies on a specific technique, frying large quantities of onions until they reach a dark, caramelized brown. This process must be stopped just before the sugars burn and turn bitter. When these onions are boiled, they release a dark pigment that stains the basmati rice a deep brown. The dish is then topped with local, heavily spiced fish like grouper, seasoned with cinnamon and cumin. While the sea provides the sayadiyya, the inland soil provides the maqluba, the primary meal for large Palestinian family gatherings. Maqluba is built through a strict physical layering: chicken on the bottom, a middle layer of fried cauliflower or eggplant, and a cap of short-grain rice that absorbs the juices from the ingredients below. Everything builds toward the decisive moment, al-lahtha al-hasima. The physical inversion of the pot transforms these separate layers into a single, unified tower of food. Whether through the chemical browning of the coastal fish dishes or the physical architecture of the inland harvest, these meals are engineered to anchor a family to their specific geography. As the seasons change, the focus moves to maftul. This is a labor-intensive dish designed to provide the high-calorie sustenance needed to endure the winter months. It requires hours of manual labor to hand-roll pearls of wheat and bulgur. These pearls are then steamed in a specialized 2-tiered pot called a maftulia. The finished pearls are served with a warming broth of chicken, chickpeas, and pumpkin, then seasoned with daka, a pungent paste of crushed dill seeds, chili, and onions. The autumn olive harvest marks the arrival of moussakhan, a dish that functions as a historical celebration of the Palestinian farmer. The success of moussakhan does not rely on complex culinary tricks, but on the absolute purity of the indigenous ingredients used. It is an elemental assembly. Fresh flatbread is baked in an earthen taboon oven, saturated in fresh pressed olive oil, and topped with onions caramelized with tart red sumac. These recipes serve as an edible calendar, ensuring that the historical rhythms of the planting and harvesting seasons continue to dictate modern life. The trade routes that built the harbor eventually funneled into the city's inner alleyways, which became home to a dense network of legendary dessert markets. Jaffa Kanafe is historically distinct from rivals in Nablus. It is known for a coarser texture and a rich cheese profile that provided a heavy dose of energy to the trade workers. The almond-topped namura served a similar purpose: dense, sweet semolina cakes that fueled the laborers in the ports and warehouses. This commercial energy was inseparable from Jaffa's global reputation for citrus, an export that defined the city's economy and provided the bright acidity found across its kitchen. Recipes centered on local olive oil, sea salt, and citrus are more than just meals. They are active, daily acts of memory. By passing down these culinary rituals, the aromatic spirit of Jaffa remains intact, allowing organizations like the Jaffa Association for Social Development to use this shared heritage as a foundation for the city's future generations.